Hello everyone and welcome back to StarMade and welcome back at my battle miner construction site. Today I have nothing specially planned. It will be just a relaxed episode, I think. I just like to continue here, like to continue at the back side of the ship. Let's see what I'm able to do in this episode. I think I will start with the interior because the interior it's still not very nice, especially the core room. I think I should change a couple of things here. And oh, by the way, down here I have a observation deck right now, some kind of observation deck, and yeah, core room and interior. I think here in the back side I'd like to add a corridor and with 2 rooms on each side, I think. And then then I will add the engines. And another thing I'd like to add here, I think I will start with this now, is to add a missile launcher. Yes, a missile launcher. I think this is probably a good idea. I have a lot of SDBB missile array blocks. This is a this missile will lock targeted targets. Yes, what I'd like to say, it will lock targets you are aiming on or you're aiming at. Yeah, I think this is better explained. For example, let's say now I'm aiming the station, and then the missile, if I select them, will start to lock it, and when it's ready you can fire the missile and it will hit the target. So I'd like to add this here on the ship as well. And at first I thought I'd like to add 2 launches, but finally I come to the conclusion one big launcher is better than 2 separate launches, because every time I expand the group of missile arrays, it works pretty much the same like with the anti-matter cannon. Every time I expand the group, the missile will be more powerful, faster reload time, and yeah, faster flight speed. And I think this is important because I think it is a good idea to have a missile that can fly faster than the maximum speed. Here for single player it is 50 meters per second, and a missile launcher with more than 100 blocks have around 56 meters per second. I'm not sure, it was more than 50 meters. And yeah, the flight speed of the missile. So I think I will add 1 giant missile to this missile launcher to this ship. So let's put this down here, and we need the where is the computer? Of course, there we go. This is the missile computer. And yeah, let's add this to the core room, to our main control room over here. Ooh, I think this is a decorative panel. So what we have on this side, we have here the weapons computer. So let's add the missile computer here, and I should enter the core, of course, for build mode. I think this is probably not a bad idea, otherwise this computer will be not connected to the ship. Alright, it's connected and selected, and let's start to add the missile launcher down here. So I think this is a nice place, and will be probably not very easy to add. Let's see if we can. Whoa. At first I had a different place in mind. Like I said, with 2 launches. So, yeah, this is nice. And let's expand the group. Whoa, in this way. And I'm curious, where will I... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I think this is a good place. Very nice. And here, a bit 1 block more towards the front side of the ship, and it would have been very, very bad, because in this case we would collide with our salvage beams. So I think, yeah, we are good. Over here, let's add missile launcher blocks. And now I don't know. I could expand this. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, this is also an interesting idea. Let's remove these blocks over here, because I think we could expand this group below the core room, not visual. And yeah, let's expand this over here. So I think for the moment, until there, it's enough. Let's remove this one. All right. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. There we go. For the moment, this is a very small launcher. Just 32 blocks. Large, I think, the group. It's very small. And yeah, let's add these blocks here. So yeah, now it's hidden below our core room. Very nice. And yeah, let's start to build the interior here. I will expand the launcher later in this direction, and we'll add more blocks somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, this here is not very nice. These wedges, because they are so dark. Let's remove them. Right. Oh my god. I removed the power block. This was not a good idea, because this disconnected the group. And yeah, by the way, I should set the symmetry planes. Art symmetry. Oh, this always placing a block. And yeah, here exactly where the core is the middle of the ship. So I set both symmetry planes there. And yeah, if you'd like to know how these symmetry planes work exactly, you could watch episode 2 of my StarMade Let's Play series. I think, yeah, it was episode 2. There I've explained all the basics about buildings, about the building menu, you could call it. And yeah, as you can see, I removed this, the wedges on this side, and this also removes all the wedges on that side. Alright. So, and what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna add shield blocks. Now I think I already have enough shields here attached to the ship. So let's add some hull blocks here to cover or to protect the core a bit better. And we have a lot of bright light. So what should I do here right now? I think we could use some wedges, green wedges, to build a connection to all this tech stuff here, to these salvage beams, like this. I'm not sure if this was a good idea. So yeah, finally, this is good, I think. And yeah, what I want to do here is to build something like... It's a bit dark here in the front part. Something like this. This looks interesting. Yeah, I like it. So I should remove this guy and add a normal block over here. So yeah, this is a very interesting front side. But it's still so dark. We should do something against this darkness. We need more lights here. Do we have some green? Yeah, we have a lot of green lights here left. So let's add one over there. Oh no, not there, because there I have other plants. We have lights on the roof, in the roof. Quote unquote roof. Because we are in a spaceship, not in a house. This is a not very nice situation here. So, well, I think at first I should change the core connection to the ship, because I have a different layout for this in mind. Yes, I'd like to work with wedges again, but with hardened hole wedges. I'd like to use hardened hole wedges just to have some kind of variation here in the core blocks, in the blocks I'm using here in the core room. And maybe I could add some lights here on top and on the bottom of the core. And let's add some kind of, yeah, some kind of ring around the core. Yeah, I think this is probably a nice idea to do something like this. And by the way, is there enough space if I... No, I was thinking about to remove blocks here on the top part of this room and to build the ring around here, but this would also remove blocks here on the bottom part, or would make it necessary. So I think this will not work, because then this observation deck will not work anymore. But I'd like it. I like this. So yeah, let's try something else. Maybe we could do something like this. Yeah, probably we can do this. Yeah, I think I have an idea. And I should remove these lights, because it makes no sense anymore. And let's add hardened hole blocks there instead. Alright. So yeah, I think this is interesting. Yeah, very nice. I think this is an interesting layout for our core room here. Let's expand this to this side here as well. We have one block, hardened hole block here in the middle. I think there we could leave a black hole block. Should make no difference. And yeah, very nice. And here I'd like to build a wall or so. Should I? Should I do this? Yeah, I think I should. I will build a wall over here and an airlock on both sides. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. Let's put lights here and airlocks. We need plex doors. Oh, this was not a good idea. To remove these black blocks. Right, so here I'd like to have a corridor. And from this corridor, I'd like to enter the core room from both sides. Yeah, I think this should work very well. Whoa, 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 looks interesting. And yeah, let's expand our missile array, sorry, a bit. Where was it? There we go. So we don't need the anti-matter guns. And yeah, corridor. For this, I'd like to use the black hole wedges. The dark ones. I'd like to have a dark and a bit creepy corridor. It should feel like a alien kind of ship, so it should be a very, very dark corridor and not a very nice place. And yeah, let's put the wall over there. Yeah, this is nice. It's a bit large at this point, so I think I will try to maybe that corridor should be a bit smaller in the back side of the ship. I'm not sure if I will make this a bit smaller. I think there could be the space could be a problem. So if two characters meet each other in the corridor, I think it should be not possible that they could pass each other if I make it smaller, but I think for our ship design it would be nice to have a smaller corridor. So let's see. Let's simply expand these wedges here a bit. And so yeah, I think I should do this. I think I should just have a large corridor here, and maybe I can. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's build another airlock over here. Wait a second. Let's build the ground, the floor. Sorry, of the corridor thing here. All right, and here I'd like to have airlocks to two separate rooms. Don't know what I will need them, maybe for storage or something like this, or just as crew quarter. Yeah, so let's build another airlock. I think over here, this is good. And we have 1, 2. All right. So here the large part of the corridor should end. Here I'd like to add an airlock in a few moments. Let's add some more blocks on top. All right. And yeah, we have 2 blocks here. 2 blocks on this side. It's already quite dark in here. Oh, this was a mistake. Now I have one single missile block over there on the roof, on the top side. Sorry. Ooh, more has one. I think. Is there another one? I'm not sure about this. Let's check this. No. Yes. Damn it, how much of these things I have added there? I will turn off the symmetry soon. Alright, I think now there is no block anymore. Let's build a... Oh yeah. So yeah, everything is fine. Let's close this hole again with Black hole blocks. Oh. Damn it. And now I should switch off the symmetry planes. Unset, unset. And should rebuild these kind of missile base here on the ground. Oh, it's so dark. Can't see anything. Alright, there they are. So I could simply connect new ones. Hello. Alright, alright. So, it's a very dark corridor. And let's set the symmetry planes again. Or maybe not, because I'd like to add more lights. And I'd like to add lights to the top side, of course. Like this. So yeah, now we have more lights here in our interior. Yeah, let's expand this launcher. And let's add the symmetry planes again. So, alright. And yeah, on this side we have, or on both sides, 2 blocks and two blocks right on the right side of this airlock and 2 blocks on the left side. So finally, let's add another wedge over here, because I'd like to I want this corridor a bit more narrow. Here, is this the right word? A narrow corridor? I'm not sure. Well, oh, this was the wrong orientation. Alright. So, yeah, this is a small corridor right now. Alright, alright. Alright. But it's interesting, I think. Let's add the airlocks. And let's close the hole in the hole. Alright. Oops. And by the way, I started to play on Mushroom Fleet's server. And ooh, there was some kind of lag. I started to play on Mushroom Fleet server. And apparently there will be a server reset this week, and I already recorded a episode, and I found a very interesting place where I'd like to stay, a very nice planet, but I'm not sure. I asked Mushroom or Tom if he could try to export this sector and take it to the fresh universe after the reset, so I can continue there. He said he will try this, and yeah, just in case if this will not work, I will upload this episode a bit later, so I think after the reset, when I know if everything when everything worked. So yeah, if not, I think I will start all over again to find a new place. Oh, this is not very nice. To find a new place. Is this interesting? Yeah, this is, but I think, yeah, ooh, damn it. Yeah, to find a new place. I know I already said this several times. So yeah, press your thumbs, guys. Hopefully there will be... No, I should build... Damn it. I should build this way. Hopefully this will work. So... Alright. Nice corridor. What we could do here on the on the top side. I think, yeah, let's add some shield blocks, because they are good filler blocks, and it will look more alien-like after this. Yes, very nice. So, alright, this is quite a quite long episode. Oh, damn it, I made the same mistake like the last time. So, but on the other hand, maybe it's interesting to have lights on the roof, on the top and on the bottom side of this corridor. Yeah, actually, I think this is interesting. Oh, damn it, I removed this freaking symmetry thing. Alright, and shield blocks. Alright, very nice. And wedges. Black wedges. Let's put them here and let's expand. Alright. So, I think we are close to the lighter back side of the ship. I think this is a nice size for this battle miner. And there I'd like to add the entrance to the ship, another airlock, and I'd like to dock the shuttle to the backside. I think the same way I did with the solar sailor you haven't seen at the moment. And yeah, wait a second, let's leave the core. Oh, here are quite a couple of things left to do in the core room. And what is this? It's still not really cool. I mean, it's okayish, but it's not a really cool core room. Yeah, I should add more decorative panels. How many we have left here? Decorative panel. Yeah, let's use this one. Another one over here. So we have some decorative panel over there. Oh, oh, there's empty space. I should add shield blocks here in this empty area. And I should try not to forget to expand these power blocks. Yeah, of course. Ooh. So let's do this before, yeah, I will forget them. Alright, and a light. And black blocks. I have a lot of them. So let's add them over there. These lights are for the outside of the ship, so it doesn't matter if I put blocks on top of them. Sorry, this one. Alright, so I think we're getting closer to where I would say it's a cool interior, and maybe we should do something like here we have the entrance. So what I should do here, it's so dark in here. I think I need more lights. I would love to have a very bright core room. And here we have the airlock. So what we could do is, yeah, let's fill these area with some blocks. I think this is not very nice here, so let's remove this. And let's add some wedges. Like this. Hello. Oh no, it's dark again in here. Here, I like these detail works here. especially on the interior. I've seen a couple of interesting ships and interior designs other players created. It's better say it that way. And it's really inspiring. And my problem here is a bit there's not so much space in this interior, so I'm not sure if I'm able to do something very cool in here. I should add more lights here, of course. So now things getting interesting because I have this little computer there, so I think I should remove the shield block and do something like this. And I could do, yeah, I think this would fit well to have lights in there as well. And slowly the core room gets interesting. It's still this one is not very nice. Let's have a back block over here. So this wall with all the salvages and anti-matter cannons and all that stuff doesn't look very well. Let's turn off the symmetry planes. Whoa, what was this? So maybe I could do something here. What would happen if I remove... There is the outside part of the ship. I think this is okay-ish. I could do... Yeah, this is probably a good idea to have more interesting stuff here in this core room. I could... Hello? It's a bit dark here, so I cannot exactly see what's the orientation. Yeah, this is good. And I should turn on the red symmetry plane. Oh, damn it. This was a mistake. Hello! And somewhere I accidentally placed something that I shouldn't place. There we go. Yeah, I think... I'm not sure what will happen if I remove this, because I changed the symmetry plane, the place. Wait a second. Yeah, I need to remove this here as well. And let's put this here on this side. So yeah, I think slowly we get to a point where I can say, this is quite alright. Let's put more lights in here. And there we have a shield block. I think this didn't fit very well. So maybe we can do something like this in here. So yeah, I think this looks quite better. So we got some details in here. It's still not so beautiful like with my solar sail ship, and now things are really dark here. No, this is not very nice. What I could possibly do is, yeah, let's change this situation here a bit in this core room. Maybe we could add shield blocks here, so something like this. So yeah, and now it looks like some kind of console or something. Yeah, I think this is quite well. So I think, whoa, this is a quite long episode as well. So let's leave the core and let's have a look around here, and we should be careful so that we hopefully will not fall into this, down to this observation deck. So yeah, it looks like a huge computer room also. I think it's quite alright here. It's not the coolest core room, I think, but so it's okay. And yeah, let's open the airlock. Hello. And yeah, now we are in our nice dark corridor. From here we can step into the other rooms, storage lots, or storage rooms, or something else like this. So yeah, and from here we can leave the ship later. And yeah, like I said, on the back side I'd like to dock the shuttle. And here on these sides I'd like to add the engines later. I think the whole ship will be not very fast. So I think, but it's okay for some kind of industry battle thing ship. So yeah, I think finally this is okay for this episode. Was not able to build very much, and yeah, the corridor is quite cool. I think I like it. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Wait a second. I have to do this. I see something that would make the corridor looks better. So let's do this. I try to hurry. It's quite long. So hopefully this is okay for you. I will set the symmetry planes, and then I will remove this, and then I will use the corner blocks. There we go. Come on, quick. Alright. Yeah, I think this was good. So yeah, as you can see, a way better connection to this wall here. Let's close. Ugh. I don't want it to leave the core, but okay, let's close the door. Yeah, this is way better as before. So I think I will change this here as well. And yeah, finally, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.